Hey, what's up, guys? Duce Ray here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm just gonna make a real quick, short video. Normally, I would set my camera, lights, mic, all that stuff, but I'm just gonna do a quick video on my cell phone. So if it sounds a little not the best or whatever, that's why. But I wanted to quickly touch on this whole Waves thing going on with their new subscription plan and my thoughts on it. Um, so quickly, I real quick, just to get to the point. I don't really hate subscription plans. I think they could be very beneficial. Though I think choice is super critical and important. Um, I think that Waves would have been better off to do what they were already doing, like selling their plugins individually as well as in bundles and have different sales and whatever, but also offer some sort of affordable monthly subscription. So I feel like that would have been a lot better for the end user, um, and also probably for themselves too. But I don't really, like I said, I don't really have a problem with subscription based plugins or I mean, I subscribe to Studio One or PreSonus's Sphere, so I pay monthly for that. There's a few plugin bundles like Plugin Alliance, Slate Digital, a few other ones that I subscribe to, but I find value in those subscriptions and they make sense for me. Though I think, as somebody who's also bought a bunch of Waves plugins outright, um, I don't hate the subscription plan by Waves specifically. I hate that I don't have the option anymore to buy individual plugins. Um, let me actually go back a little bit further and tell you. I know, and I've had hacked versions of Waves plugins when I started out over 20 years ago. Shortly after that, I got my hand. I couldn't afford anything at that point. Like, I was flat broke, had a crappy computer, didn't have much in the way of gear or anything when I started. So when a buddy of mine gave me a copy of the Mercury bundle, that was a hacked version. Obviously, it's kind of worthless today. They don't those A lot of those old plugins don't hold up to new stuff. But that being said, um, it did actually lend me later in life to actually purchase a bunch of Waves plugins outright, um, for the ones I wanted to use. There was a lot of plugins in the Mercury bundle that I didn't think were all that great, or I didn't find value in personally. So that's why I went and bought the plugins that I actually used. And I spent hundreds and maybe a few years ago. I don't know. It was a few years back. I probably spent $1,000+ buying plugins outright. So, and for those people that did buy a bunch of plugins or bought like the Mercury pack, and I've been reading comments all over the place, people just pissed off about this subscription thing. And I get it, especially if you were a person that did spend thousands of dollars with them. And then you're also paying like yearly for updates, which I'm not huge. Most of the time, I haven't done updates because that hasn't been a problem. But I don't know. I don't know. With so many other companies out there making really good plugin bundles, if it comes down to a point where I pay a monthly subscription for a bunch of plugins I already purchased outright, I don't know if I'm going to do that. So it kind of, I mean, there's some plugins I do enjoy that I would like to keep using down the road, and I'll probably still be able to use them for a while. But at some point down the road, um, might be 3, 5 years, whatever it might be, um, I may have to actually either pay for the subscription. But I have a sneaking suspicion, with all this backlash that they're taking on all these forums and on Facebook, on Reddit, on YouTube, on everything, people are pissed. And I think people are more pissed about this subscription because in the past of all the money that they spent. buying these perpetual things. And that's actually one reason people have been going away from Pro Tools, is because of similar type of behavior from, obviously it's a little bit different with Pro Tools and Avid and all that stuff, but it's kind of down the similar vein. So I get it. I don't hate subscriptions, but I think there should be a choice. I think a company that's doing it really well, that makes a lot of sense, is Plugin Alliance. You get to, depending on how much money you're spending per month, you get, at the end of the year, you get to pick X number of plugins to keep on a perpetual basis. And they're coming out with stuff and coming out with new plugins all the time, so that it incentivizes for long-term thing, as well as updates. So that might be a beneficial thing to the plugins from Waves, is the updates that's included with that monthly subscription. So there's a positive there. It is what it is. So I guess that's my take on it. Do you like what Waves has done? Do you hate it? If you're like most of the people on the internet right now, you probably hate it. Would you like to see a choice? Would you like to see them bring back what they've had, but also include a subscription for those people that are just getting into it and want to try different things? I think that would be beneficial for both consumer and company, because we got to be realistic. Companies need to make profit. They need to be able to continue to grow. If they don't, they're dying and they won't be around regardless. So if you stop this altogether, you're not going to be able to use those plugins that you love anyway from Waves. So we have to find a balance between consumer and company. That's just the way it goes. All right. Hopefully those ideas or thoughts help you in some fashion or another, or just entertain you. Do me a favor, please like and subscribe on this. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. I also do beats on this channel. I have a beat store, duceraybeats.com. Check that out. I have 10 free beats I'm giving away as a pack, and I actually have a sale coming up soon on my beat store. So stay tuned for that. If you want to know more about that sale, go to my website, put your email in. You'll get those 10 free beats. We'll email you those. But you'll also be up to date on sales and promos and new beats that come out, so on and so forth. And then I just do tips, tricks, and tutorials and other stuff on this channel. So do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Deuces. Peace.